myself all jiggly around here first. I almost feel like, what would alive be if I wasn't moving all over the place? Hi, Ellie. Loverboy. Hello, Bee. How are you? Hi, Jeet. I'm seeing all the names come up. Hello, hello. It's Thursday. Hello, hi. Hello, Angel. How are you? I'm so happy. I have great news. I have some news. But I also have something. Well, I have news. We're going to wait a hot second and then we're going to. I'm great. I've been really tired lately. I'm going to definitely have some coffee this morning. Whoa. I feel like I just wanted to hibernate for the winter. I really do. Definitely lover boy. Let me get my board over here. Yay. Hello, Melinda. Loverboy is on the list. Joanne's on the list. Good morning, love. Oh, no E. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Last night, thanks, memes. G on the list. We holding a spot for Melinda at the end for sure. B on the list. Perfect. Good morning, good morning. So last night I had a beautiful, I'm taking a break on Monday. Brittany, you can definitely have a card. I'm taking a break on this coming Monday. It's we're going to a spa that's in Ontario. It's a beautiful spa, and we're spending the whole day there. A whole day there. Yes, I've got you on the list. This pen kind of goes weird. And Melinda, I'll have you on the list for the end. Yeah. That's what you get when you get them at the dollar store. They're kind of weird. They're just weird. It's like oil and water. When it separates, it does that with the ink on here. So I can see them, but they just, over time, they get a little funny. So last night, I had a wonderful session with the Sacred Oracle Journey group, which was awesome. And the cool part about it was just before the session last night, I got new cards. So guess what we get to use today? New cards. These cards are beautiful. So I'm so looking forward to that. Good morning, Annie. Good morning. And then I have an announcement as well, because I am putting on an event near, like, in the next week or week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And what it's going to be is the Divine Healing Workshop. I'm so excited about it. Annie, I have you on the list. I'm so excited about it. So I'll give more details about that coming up, but there's a really cool thing about this Divine Healing is that yesterday I got 2 decks of cards that I already have, because in my package that Colette Baron Reed sent me, she sent me 5 decks of cards. And so I have 2 extra decks that are duplicates. So in this workshop, the Divine Healing Workshop, I'm going to give each of these decks away. So there'll be 2 giveaways. 1 deck for each person that participates. And all you have to do is participate. You don't have to purchase anything in order to be put in the draw to win one of these decks. And then I'll ship it to you wherever you are. So the bonus for attending live is one of these decks. And of course, there are 2 of our favorite decks on this, right? How many people don't love the spirit deck or the map deck that we've been using lately? That's, the enchanted map that we've been using a lot lately. So those will be part of the workshop as a giveaway. And the whole thing about the Divine Healing Workshop is it's all about turning, igniting the healer in you. So Lots of stuff that's going to be a part of that. Let's do our daily reading. Good morning, sunshine, Tanya. Aw, thank you, Redbeard. Pink's a good color. Okay, let's do our regular one. I'm just going to do a quick little scroll. Nikita, I'll put you on the list, love. Annie, I got you on the list. So I'll get you on the list, Nikita, and I have a funny feeling I'm going to write Tanya on the list too. Hello, how are you, love? So yes, there's going to be the Divine Healing Workshop, and I'm going to give away 2 decks of cards in that workshop, and it's all about igniting the healer in you. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll talk more about it in the next few weeks, and I'm just looking at what date I'm going to set it on, and then as soon as I have that, I'll start putting some other stuff. So it'll be perfect. Okay, so first card, soulmates. So this is all about that relationship that comes into your life. It's divine. It's a synchronistic relationship. Now, it doesn't mean when you get the soulmate card that this person is going to be your forever mate. It just means that they've come either to teach you a lesson. It's that person that you're just drawn to so much, or you're repulsed away from, but there's definitely an energetic connection. You can feel it, like you've known them forever, or they've come to teach you either a lesson, or they're there to be there for the rest of your life. So that's the card that we started off with today. And I'm going to go through these cards a little bit quicker because some of them are duplicates. This one we had yesterday, only this time I pulled it in the reverse. So I think we're not paying attention to the fact that we need to be taking off those masks and be our authentic self. So we have a soulmate card and authentic self card. You can definitely be on the list, Angelica. I'm going to put Melinda over here too. Not that I think I'd forget, but just to make sure I do have her name down. Hello. Okay, so where's my other decks? You're on the list, love. I'm good. Okay, so we're going to read this card because this is our whole thing about learning a little bit about astrology. And I've not read this card before, but it is a beautiful card. I think I love the colors. It's beautiful. So solar calm, number 16. So we have our soulmate and our authentic self, and now we have solar calm. So let's see what solar calm clarify. When the sun is calm with few sunspots or solar flare, its steady energy is quiet and soothes any turbulence in our solar system. The volume is turned down on all other aspects of your astrological chart. Telescopes see further into space. People tend to search for the metaphysical. Plant growth slows down on Earth, but the art and creative processes often bloom. Politics tend to be opinionated but quiet, attitudes more entrenched. It's a hard time to start a revolution. Interesting that's the solar calm. But remember, the sun gives us energy. Like, we actually do need the soul. We do need the sun. Good morning, soul sister. Right? We do need the sun. It activates us. We need it. Yeah, it's very Pink. I agree. Very Pink Floyd. Hey, very Pink Floyd. Very cool card. So the action is just appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach and work towards positive change within the systems that are now in place with gentle, steady pressure. Find the like minds and grow these deep connections. Listen to the quiet voices that are not usually heard, whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition or the subtle voice of the introverts or the unrepresented. Good morning, Liz. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places of quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you to manifest needed change when the tides turn and the sun activates. Beautiful. So the challenge of the solar calm is it is not a time to push ahead or spark change. If you try to motivate a practical change in your life or try a totally if you try to motivate practical change in your life or try a totally new approach, it can feel like trying to light a match in the fog. Be patient and the fog will clear in time. Very, very beautiful. So the gift, meditation helps. Turn down the noise of the outer world and listen with clarity to the knowing within. Let go of the details of the story and feel the call to spirit, to connection, and to the interconnectedness of all existence. In this quiet clarity, you can see far away to the distant stars and come to understand the overarching patterns. So it's a beautiful card. I think it really supports the two that we have here. Well, let's see what the third one says, because tarot likes to come in and just straighten things out for us. And it would help if I showed the front of the card instead of the back. 8 of Wands. And that's a beautiful card too. Lots of colors. We're all like powering up our wands together. Like, why did my watch vibrate? I haven't been sitting for an hour, I swear. Telling me to move. So the light seers, speed, the 8 of Wands, light seers, so upright. Speed, velocity, travel, making split-second decisions, and upcoming positive resolution, haste, and good news. In the reverse, instability, delays, unfocused energy, and lack of direction, burnout, and a tendency to hesitate. So action. You know those moments in life that feel like a sprint? Oh, cool. I'll look at your count. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out to see. I'm super excited. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a fashion designer because I draw, right? And I've done this before, I think, but like I draw. Like I draw. So I always wanted to be a fashion, like I wanted to do anything with art. And I still remember the shock from my uncle. He lives in BC, and I was in Ontario at this point, and I connected with him and told him that I was going to school for nursing. And he was just like, what? You're not doing art? What? And it's because, to me, you know, when you see the people that do the hyper realistic art and stuff, right, would do hyper realistic, I would be like, this is crap. That's how, like, I was so harsh on myself. I'm like, that's crap because it's not hyper realistic. Like, you can't, you know, like there's some wickedly talented people out there. So I just thought that I sucked compared to them. So why would I become an artist? This is clearly hobby level. So yeah. Nice. Hi, Vicky. I was going to call you hi, all things. And you can do anything. And it's about practice, right? If I really wanted to be an artist, that card that comes up a lot of the times, and art is subjective. Absolutely, right? But one of those things that if you want to be good at it, you have to do it, right? And you can't let yourself be sidetracked by saying, I can't do it because I'm not good enough. You'll grow. And I did that with my voice because I couldn't sing. And I have sang more and more and more. And I've definitely gotten better with my voice. I'm not going to be like on stage anytime with my voice, but at least I know that I've seen improvement, and I feel better about, you know, if I was to sing karaoke with friends, I know that when I'm singing, people aren't going, nah, stop, unless they're just jerks and they shouldn't be in my life. Right? So yes, but art is subjective. I mean, there's a painting that was a white thing with a red dot on it, and it sold for millions. So art is clearly subjective. Mama Chell, I can put you on the card. Hi, Ka. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Ka just sounds like K, Ka. We could pronounce the K, the H, and the A and call it Ka. Let's finish with this card to see, because this feels like really opposing energies. We have this, which is talking about action, and this one, which is talking about this whole calm, right? This really calm. Oh, yeah, beautiful. So, action. You know those moments in life that feel like a sprint? This type of speedy energy is at play. It's inspirational, it's fiery, it's positive, and it's now. If you have a gut feeling that needs to be acted upon, listen to it. With all of this movement, avoid being swept along by unpredictable tides by having clarity about your desires and direction. Harness this beautiful window of swift opportunity. In shadow, the 8 of Wands suggests that there is some sticky energy influencing your situation. You want to move, but if your foot's not stuck in the mud, then you've locked your keys in the car. Am I right? If you're fluctuating between having a tendency to hesitate and running so fast that you're burning out, it's time to bring some balanced momentum into your propulsion. Consistent movement that feels right in your heart is the best place to start. I think that's a beautiful message. It's go time. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy and I swiftly face my desires straight on. Just like that, Vicky. Now I'm going to write you on the list. Done. And if anybody else wants on the list, oh yes, Mama Chow. Now that I've paused reading that card. So make sure the tiara is fully in place. So we have this beautiful mixed bag of energy. Liz, you are on the list, love. The other pen, the other marker that worked with it. So we have a relationship or a partnership that's come in. This is going to be a great partnership. That doesn't mean it's a forever partnership, right? This just means hard. Okay, perfect. Hard. Oh, that's the wrong pen. Let's not put that on there. That pen's a permanent one. You sure can. Absolutely, Redbeard. And he was a gentleman, and he said he'll go last, which I appreciate. And Car, you are on the list. Or Har, sorry, Har. I went Har and then added the K anyway. Har, you're on the list. Okay. So we have some partnership, soulmate energy. It could be your divine partner. It really could. But it might be somebody that's just come to teach you a lesson about yourself so that you become more of your authentic self. So it might be somebody that's going to come in that's going to teach you so that you remove the mask that you're wearing, feeling more open to being who you're meant to be. That solar calm energy, right? That's not about a huge amount of energy and about go, go, go. This energy is the creative energy, what this is talking about, but it's slow. So I think this one's talking about just feeling a little bit stuck. The momentum's coming. It's going to start picking up, but right now it's just slow and steady. Meet with this person and reveal who you really are, okay, underneath of it all. I'm so excited to start using these cards because last night I played with them in the Divine Feminine Healing, or not in the Divine Feminine, in the Sacred Journey, and they were beautiful cards. And I love the energy aspect of them. So I'm going to put my other decks back. There's organization here. I have all my decks stacked, all the books stacked on top of it. Hey, how are you, Facebook user? I don't see your name, but hey, how are you? So these are the cards we're going to use. And I have two other decks. Hi, Jola. Make sure I have the right one, Jola. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so there's two other decks that I have. I have the Wisdom of Avalon and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which I put them in the opposite ones. So that's hilarious. They're in the opposite decks after I used them last night. But anyway, we have, and I'll put you on the list, doubly bubbly. We're just going to put you down as bubbly. Bubbly. Yeah, the Light Seer is beautiful. And Loverboy wanted on the list right away. So we're going to start with the 7 Energies deck because I really want to get to know this one. So let's try that one. Yes. Well, I have a lot of Colette now after she sent me 5 decks last night. So earlier on, I mentioned this. I am putting on an event in January, and it is going to be called, isn't it beautiful, this deck, the 7 Energies? So beautiful. So I'm putting on an event in January. It's called Divine Healing Workshop. So this workshop is... I put you on the list, Tanya. I had a feeling you'd want on it, so I just put you on the list after I saw you come on. So this Divine Healing event is going to be about igniting the healer in you. And the cool thing about this event is because I got extra decks in my package that Colette sent me, she sent me 5 decks, 5, and I already had these 2. So in my event, I'm going to give away these decks. You have to attend live, but you can get put in a draw to receive one of these 2 decks from the event. So that's cool. But the best part about it is you get to learn how to ignite the healer in you. Right? You get the chance to ignite the healer in you. Good morning. Let me know your name, Facebook user, and I'll write you on the list. I can't see, it just says Facebook user. So if you give me your name, I'll put you on the list. Okay? And Yoda wanted on the list. Oh, gotta get Yoda on the list. Right? Oh, so we'll do a thing. Is it the Wisdom Oracle's beautiful? Is it okay if Jola goes first, people? Can we give let people? Jess, you're on the list, love. Lover boy, you're first on the list. Do you mind if I give everyone seems so far? Hi Chantal. You're on there as bubbly though. You're on there as bubbly. Jess, I got you on the list. All right, so we're going to pull because, you know, I pull rank here. So I'm going to let Jola go first, okay? All right, we're going to let Jola, Roman go first because their phone's going to die. So let's do that. And this art is beautiful. And then Loverboy, you're second. You can handle it. You can wait for second, right? You're a love. You just love it. Thank you. All right. Good morning, Helen. How are you? Okay. I'm enjoying this because I do not know these cards. So we're going to see these. They're going to be new for all of us. So new messages. Number 30, I think that is on the top. 36. Number 36, Seeing Beyond. Look at that card. Just fantastic. I think I'm going to find a whole nother deck of cards and I'm going to be like, yeah, I put that on my wall. And yep, I put that on my wall. All right, Romanek, let's see what your card speaks of. So first off, I'm going to tell you it's in the energy of light. Okay, so I'll look through when I pull these cards, I'll tell you what section or what energy it's under. So this energy is under the energy of light. The key concept, vision, the capacity to imagine something, to look beyond the material, beyond the obvious, the realm of the transpersonal, options and possibilities, getting out of your own way and discarding your projected outcomes. That's a huge message right there. Getting out of your own way and discarding your projected outcomes. I can talk about that in a moment. So do you consider things only within the framework of what you already know? Or can you allow yourself to see beyond into the vastness of potential? We are all gifted with the magical ability of imagination. And when we open to it, we become a conduit for a divine vision greater than our own. There are two ways to view the world and co-create with it. One is from a face value perspective. What you see is what you get. The second is allowing your imagination to see beyond what something is right now and move into a place that doesn't yet exist in the material world. In this cosmic playground of possibilities, you see into a future where anything you imagine has the potential to become real. Good morning, Heather. Oh, definitely. And I saw Helen come on, so I can always put Helen on the list as well. That's funny. Just saying it right out of my mouth and onto the screen. So Helen and Heather, I'll put you on the list. And just remember, you can ask for one of 4 things. Okay, you can ask for clarity, which is a card. You can ask for guidance, which is asking a question, and then I will draw from my bank of trauma knowledge, and I will give you instruction or tips or techniques on how to navigate through that. You can ask for a pendulum, which is a yes, no, or you can ask for healing. Okay, so any one of those 4 things, just let me know when I get to your name, which one you want. Okay, so back to the card for Romanek. If you use your if you use your imagination faithfully and consciously, avoiding the traps of fearful projection and drama, you can connect to any reality you truly want to experience. When you open yourself even further, you're often gifted with a divine vision. As a practice, you can reimagine that vision over and over to strengthen it. As you channel these visions through you, you become a superconductor for the world. Today, know that your vision, what you imagined forming in the invisible, will be delivered into the material world. Don't worry about the timing of things. That is in the hand of the universe. Your job is to continue to imagine. Take a few steps forward, then imagine some more. The universe's job is to make it real. What a fabulous partnership. So Romanik, I don't know how that resonated with you, but that part there about getting out of your own way and discarding your projected outcomes is a huge word of advice or statement or a sentence. That's his advice. It's got a lot of advice in that, right? How many times do we get caught in that it has to come to us in a specific form and then we stop it from arriving, or we don't see it, right? We don't even pay attention to it because it doesn't look like what we think it should look like. So we just don't even look that way. And I talk about that in relationships, right? If you're sitting there and let's say you have a notion that you want this professional individual in your life, somebody that, is a business professional, they're successful, they're whatever, and you have this image crafted in your mind that they look a certain way. And then all of a sudden some dude shows up and he's wearing, whatever, like sporty outfit and, like he's totally chill, and you're like, oh, that's not my type. That's not my type. So you just kind of ignore them, right? Yeah. See, this was your card. This was perfect for you. Yes. I love that. Definitely she is. Beautiful. I love that. Romana. I love it. I love it when people when it sits with them, because it doesn't matter how I interpret the card. In the end, it's how the message that you get from the card. So it's beautiful. But yeah, if we expect it to come to us in a certain form, then we block it, right? When I first started doing my company, I didn't have any of this stuff in it, right? When I started my company out first, the first thing that I started with was just straight up trauma wellness. I'm going to help you heal through your trauma. And I've navigated and it's changed and altered. And now it's this beautiful thing that I just love because it's so authentic to me. But if I had to stop that, if I had to said, no, it has to be this particular way, right? Then I would shut myself off from connecting with divine and having that, right? Okay, lover boy. How do you call your lover boy? It's a dim day today, so it's very I feel like I'm like a little bit dark. Yeah, nice. That's good. It's good to be open, right? When you're open to it, that's how you receive things. Oh, lover boy. Right? I say baby. I'm not going to sing it. Yeah, it's just really gray out there, so it feels just different on the inside here. All right, lover boy. Aww, I'm just gonna love these cards so much. The pictures. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm gonna turn a light on here and see if I feel a little better. I don't know, it's just really dim. I think this. All right. Anyway, I feel like I'm a little bit more awake now because that was the problem. Without the light, and the lights are on, but I feel like nobody's home. The lights are on, but no one's home. Okay. Look at this beautiful card, lover boy. I'm so glad I turned the light on. Although I'm hearing ringing now. I think my light makes a ringing, probably. Look at that. I love these cards. Hi, Jasmine. How are you? Right? What a beautiful card, lover boy. Let's see what the message is, and we'll see what section it's in. It's in the energy of love, number 22, which is a perfect spot to see it arrive looking like that. That's just beautiful. I want that picture on my wall. I gotta get in touch with Colette and say, whoever your artist is, I want this picture because I love elephants. All of all the ornaments that I have, which I don't have a lot, I have a box of ornaments that's like this big, like it's just small, but all of them are mostly elephants. Like there's so many elephants in it. So the key concept: compassion, warm-hearted care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence and kindness. Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. How do you feel? Good morning, Sarah. Love you. I'm going to connect with you today in messaging, okay? I'll send you something in messaging, and let me know how you're doing. Okay? Let me know how you're doing. Love you, sweetie. Love you. Right? And yes, they do. They have, and typically on the cover of the deck, they'll tell you, it's illustrated by Jenna Della Grottaglia. Like, it's a big name. Jenna, and it's probably backwards on your thing anyway, but you see that's the last name, right? On the, right there is the last name. That's a big last name. I'm going to not pronounce it right. There's a few, Mama Chell. You're going to have to be patient. Good morning, Jasmine. Hi. I can put you on the list for a card. That's how we work. We do it in a list format here. There's lots of people that are on other feeds that are on the list. So I can put you on the list. And if you wait till your turn comes up, then I can more than certainly let you know. I might have to take that light off because I don't know if I can have to listen to that buzzing. Okay. Lover boy. Let's do lover boy. Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. How do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. Now is the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. The questions to ask now are, where do I need to be kinder and gentler? How can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? Yeah, it's my light. I'm going to turn my light off. We're going to just play this in the dim. That should help. It's my light. I think there's something to do with like the cord somewhere. So I'll turn it off and we'll just be a little darker today. It's okay. It's just a dark day. I know. Hi, how are you? Yeah. So I'm broadcasting live right now, KZ, and I do have, I'm all over Facebook and I'm all over, right now I'm on TikTok too. TikTok. Yes. After I'm done with this card, Heather, if you want, I'll send you some compassion. Okay. We'll send some good energy. Okay. No, I would love you to join and hang out with us. Just, if you want a card, I can get you a card. I do 4 things. I can give you a card for clarity. I can give you guidance from my trauma wellness bank. I can give you a pendulum, which would be a yes, no, or I can give you healing energy. Okay. But after I get to, what I'm going to do is read this card, and then I'm going to give Heather, we can join together and give Heather compassion. And Jeet, you're on the list, love. Okay. And if you want a full reading, I do have full readings that you can book, and that would be a 45-minute to hour-long session with me. And there's a variety of readings that I provide. So there's that as well. Or you can jump into a full package and we can do trauma healing. All right. Anyway, all right. So those questions that you can ask yourself, okay, lover boy, could it be that you need to be more compassionate towards yourself? If you spend all your time in service to others, it's easy to forget about your own needs. When you accept yourself, you can bring more loving energy to others. Today, make a commitment to practice self-compassion. Release yourself from the burdens of perfectionism and allow yourself the grace to be human. And then do the same for others. It's not your job to tell others how to express themselves, even if you don't like the way the world behaves. Today, be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. That's a beautiful message for all of us. I'm so happy about that. I hope the 2 messages of the cards that I pulled for you were good. I'm sorry it took so late. Yesterday was just a really hectic day for me. And that's why I want to connect with you today, is because I feel like I need to give you a little bit more. I feel like I need to give you a little bit more in your guidance. It's just, so I'll connect with you for sure, love. Alrighty. And next is Joanne. Whoosh. Let's see what card I threw on the floor. I'm so happy that you're feeling better. I really am. Alrighty. We had a wonderful group session last night. It was lovely. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're loving yourself, right? When we love ourselves, then we show up in the world authentically. When we love ourselves, we're able to have boundaries. When we love ourselves, we're able to take better care of ourselves, right? Like think about that. Think about having 2 people in your life, one you didn't like and one you loved. Who are you going to care for more? Right? So if you do that and internalize it to you, right? If you love yourself versus just like yourself, you're going to do so much more for yourself. Annie, you are, so we've done lover boys. We got Joanne, Jeet, Angel, B, Brittany. I wrote Angel on twice, so I'm going to take the second. Okay. I thought I didn't see Angel on there, so I added Angel twice. So lover boy, Joanne, Jeet, B, Brittany, Angel, Annie, and then Nikita. Okay. So you're down just a little bit, probably like 8 maybe. All right, Joanne. So Joanne, card for clarity or guidance or healing or... Oh, wait. Heather has an event that she has today. So, and you can ask any questions or ask for, no, you didn't, Jeet. You're after Joanne. Okay. All right. So we can all do this collectively. Okay. This is the heart. It's a heart lift. No, nobody gets missed. Okay. The only way you get missed is if you leave. Thank you, all things. So okay, I'm confused. I gotta catch up to these. I was down in the rabbit hole learning about my spirit animal turtle, its meaning, legends, etc. So I missed the second live. Oh. So nobody's missed their turn. Okay. I make the list and everybody stays on the list unless they're not here when I call them, and then I'll take them off the list. Although usually if they popped back in, so let's say Jeet was on the list and Jeet lost connection when I called her name, then she came back in a little bit later and said, I'm sorry, I lost connection. I would put her on the list to call her name again. And I would do her name like right away because she should have been on the list earlier. That's an example of that. So if you want guidance, you can ask me a question and I will determine whether or not I'm going to give you guidance from my pool, or maybe I will consult the cards. Okay. The app crashed. That sucks. You're still on the list. Everybody's still on the list. Okay. So Joanne, we're going to do some healing, send some calm energy towards Heather, but you let me know what you want guidance on while we're doing that. And collectively, we can do it together. Okay. We're just going to place our hand on our heart and we're just going to breathe into this space. And then we're going to radiate that positive energy towards Joanne. Okay. This is a technique in the Heart Math Institute. It is, I can't remember if it's the lift, and I'd have to look it up. It's been a little while since I've looked at the name of what it's called, but okay. And I want you to know, Heather, that when you're at court, right, when you're out there today, if you need a little boost, you can go into the bathroom, do this, put your hands on your chest and your heart space and breathe in and out through that space. Okay, just slow it down, breathe in and out through that space, and put something that is loving or calm, peaceful, that's joyful, pride, gratitude, a higher elevated emotion. And think about that while you're doing the breathing, okay? But you're just going to breathe into here at about a 5-second in and out. Okay, when you do that, that's called the quick coherence technique when we do it for ourselves. But we can take that quick coherence technique and radiate it to other people to help elevate their emotions as well. Okay, so that's what we're doing now for you. Perfect. I love it. Love to you, Heather. Okay, so anyone else that wants to can continue breathing and sending beautiful, positive energy to Heather. But I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to give Joanne some guidance. She's it's going to be a clarity card because unless you give me some more information, I don't know what to pull from my bank for that. So I did pull a card for you initially because I had some feeling that you were going to ask for a card. However, then you asked for guidance, so I just held on to it. Broken Open is the card that I pulled for you. This is a beautiful, beautiful card, like they all are. So let's see what that is. And hi, Debs. Thank you guys so much for doing that for Heather. So appreciated. So number 28. And 28 again is in the section of the energy for love. Okay, it's in this section of energy level 4, which is love. Okay, so let's see what this card says for you, and maybe it'll help you with the question that you have. Okay, but anyway. So key concepts: the gift of grief, being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent in failure. So there are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. That it's not the pain of loss, the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. No, not even the story of what happened. The details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have even a greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase leading to relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you've become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. This wisdom comes as a high price, but the value of your experience of moving through and to the other side is unsurpassed. Love you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. So you're being called on to love yourself and to allow that experience to move through you. And I know that you did go through an experience, and I mean, you seem to come to the point where you're okay with what's gone, what's happened, what's transpired in your experience, right? You don't feel bad about what's happened. Now you're just looking for what to do next. And I know why, because we've spoken on that. And even on the cards that we've pulled, it's always telling you new beginning, starting something new. You're going to be starting, which is true. You are in that phase of new beginning, but it's not telling you what is this new beginning. What do you need to focus on? Where do you need to direct your energy? And even this card came up, and it's not telling you where to direct your energy or what you should do for a career. It's telling you to love yourself and allow yourself to navigate through this experience and come out the other side, right? Without judgment or any of that, and just fall into that love and allow that experience to change you, to just allow it to change you, to be more compassionate, more loving, more all of it. I'm just seeing if I can intuit anything else from it. Right. And we don't want to be be self-absorbed or self-pity, right? Like, woe is me. What am I going to, and we get into that where we're like, what am I going to do? 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 When we get into that, deep questioning, right? We close ourselves off to receiving, right? Sometimes it's in the silence, in the moments when we're not seeking answers, that the answers come. And it's, if you can pray for the answer and then wait, right? Pray for the answer to come to you and then just wait for it to arrive. And I do believe the one area that you were talking about, right? I do think that would be a fantastic area, and it does allow you to be compassionate and help others, right? It is a service area that you're talking about being in. All right, Jeet, do you want a card for clarity, or do you have a question around trauma or mental health that you'd like me to give you guidance on? Or do you have a pendulum? You want healing? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Okay, so we're going to do some healing for our lovely friend, Jeet. Okay, so I'm just going to connect, right? I connect in order to do the healing. So just all I want you to do at the same time is place your hand here, and I want you to see a white light coming down from the sky, and it's just going to fill you up with warm, loving energy. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my healing and send it to you. Okay, so close your eyes and just breathe into this space with your hand on your chest. Okay. Oh, definitely. I can send you some healing for that. But JP, one of the better things that you could do is just connect with me. Click my link up there and the Calendly link, and just book a free call, a clarity call. And that will definitely help. Just beautiful. I felt your side. There was one moment I stayed a little bit because I could feel Jeet's sorrow. And it almost made me cry. I had to pull back a little bit there because I could just feel your sorrow. So I gave you lots of love into your heart. And I know that there's other people that are here with me that are helping too, because they want to share and help in this and help to ease your sorrow, and I hope that you feel that. I hope you feel that we're surrounding you. Right. Very normal. I got really hot too. Like I'm like really anxious to take my sweater off because I was so hot. But as soon as I take that off, I start to feel cool. So, because, okay. So JP, I can put you on the list though, and we can see what we can come up with you too. Okay. I did. I felt the sorrow. I could feel. When I tapped out there, I could feel sorrow, and like my head is just like it's really. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get cold. Whoa. Yeah, definitely. I have a lot of different healing packages that I have and stuff like that. But in all of my calls, I will at least give you guidance if you're not in a position to be able to afford, working on your trauma and working on healing. I do help out a little bit. I don't just leave you empty-handed. I'll give you some guidance. And as well, I do have an event coming up in January. I haven't booked the date yet, because I have to check my calendar to see when it's going to fit the best. Not the 25th. I had a moment where I thought the 25th might be a good day, but that is, well, it could be. It would just have to be, well, maybe it'll be through that week. It might be those 3 days, like the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Okay. So on that day, those days, and maybe we'll run it at 9 p.m. across the board for 3 days, something like that. Anyway, if anyone has any ideas of dates that they would love to see it at, or times, you can give me some dates or times that you would like to see the event at. And yeah, and then maybe we'll just do the whole week. We'll just do an hour long each day for 5 days for the whole week for the event. So it might be the week of the 23rd to the 27th. I like that week for doing it. So yeah, I think that one will be. You're so welcome, Jeet. Definitely connect with me, right? Even if it's the free call, connect with me. But know that your husband, when we have those connections where the energy it's big, right? Where we seem really tied to them. Just remember, and it's different when there's toxicity or abuse, like with narcissistic partnerships. Oftentimes we get trauma bonded, right? And we feel addicted to them because of the bonding that they've done, right? A date. Yeah. It is. I hear that. Yep. Having to deal with having them a part of your life because you have to, because of children, it's so difficult. So the best thing that you can do with narcissists is the gray rock technique, and that's just become absolutely boring to them. Don't give them reactions. Just be like white piece of paper. They just don't know what to do with it because they get bored with you. They're not getting the reaction. They're not getting that, that stuff going on that they're driving for, right? So would you like a card, guidance, healing, or the pendulum for a yes, no? I'm still really warm, like whoosh. That really like set me off, but my arms are cold. I need a long sleeve shirt, but not a sweater. I need those arm, just the big long gloves. Oh well, I'm gonna put my sweater back on and try to manage. Yep. You just ignore it and you don't engage because they want that reaction. And if you're not engaging, they don't have any more fuel for their fire, right? Definitely, Angel, you're on the list. You're on the list, Angel. It is B's turn. If B's still there, just let me know if you want a card, or if you want healing, or if you want guidance or pendulum. And then if B's not there, then Brittany. And then after Brittany is Angel. So 3 more, Angel, or maybe even 1. Will do. I will. Oh, no problem. All right, B. I'm not seeing B. And what about Brittany? Nikita, you are a couple more after this. And since B and Brittany aren't answering, I'm going to go to Angel. So Angel, what would you like, love? And then, so it's Angel, and then it's Annie, and then Nikita, then Tanya, and Angelic. Okay? And that's if everybody's all present. Donations for a onesie? Sure. We had one year for Christmas, we had a onesie party, and I bought everybody onesie pajamas. So everybody wore onesies on Christmas, but we would say it's onsie just to make it sound fancy. Our onsie. Okay, Angel, a card, healing, a card, card, healing, or you're just down the list. That's all. It's a long list, and it had already started pretty good before you got here. So, but you are coming up after Angelic is Vicky, and then Mom, and then you. A card. Okay. Oh, that's where she wants. Aw, I got this one. This is the only card I pulled for myself. Spirit of Gratitude, number 43. That's a beautiful, beautiful. I love this card. This beautiful message in this card. And the Spirit of Gratitude is in the energy of thought. Key concepts. The prospering power of prayer, communion with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they're meant to be. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life-affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing that we are in a co-creative partnership and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you already have experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for divine purpose, divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power of Source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. And I was so beautiful. Like I was overwhelmed when I read the message, when I pulled that card, because it was, and I got chills again, because it is in that, being grateful, right? And when whatever you focus on, you magnify in your life. So if you start small and then start to magnify it even bigger. I, since the October 31st, have been doing every night, I write down 3 wins. And it's not, and I love seeing that, I've been that consistent. So almost 2 whole months. At the end of this month, there'll be 2 whole months of writing down gratitudes every night without fail. And there are nights when I've went to bed and I've been so exhausted and I'm like, nope, At least write it down. Write the gratitudes. Do the work every day. All right. So I have a half hour. So we're going to blast through this a little quicker. Okay. Oh, nice. Happy birthday on that. Okay. So we're just going to pull cards. We're going to just straight up pull cards because we have a lot here and I have to be off at 10:30 because I have class. I forgot. Today's Thursday. So I have class. So Annie, the Oracle's Gift. Look at that beautiful card. Okay, so we're going to go a little quicker. I'm just going to blast through the cards a little bit quicker. Good morning, Blanco. And I won't be adding anyone else to the list today, okay, because we already have a big list. So the Oracle's Gift, Annie. Second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as a future determined by the choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing the potentials versus absolute determinism. Sounds good. Sounds good, Melinda. Appreciate that. I know, but I have like a lot of people on the list, so I'll see if I have time to do that, okay? When we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside us. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside of us. Fair question, fair, very fair. Oracles show up in a myriad of ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card, and you get the exact message you need to support your choices, or they show you a way forward. Regardless of how the sign appears, an oracle is a reminder that you are part of this vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right and tune into source, and also be able to read the signs reflecting what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Getting a spam call now. Repeat the mantra. The light within me creates miracles in my life. The magic is inside you, outside you, all around and within you. You're magical. You really are. We all are. Mundane is a good word. We are definitely better than that. It's a good word. I love that. Okay, Nikita. You're welcome, Annie. Aha. Nikita. Great big love. Great big love. That is a beautiful card too. Look at that heart with the wing. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Now I want to get a big crystal heart. Or this picture on my wall. Any one of them. I'm going to have to look up this artist. She's great. She's crazy good. All right, number 26. Love without conditions, romantic love, and how that experience changes you. Deep and profound harmonious connections, soulmates. Love heals all wounds, begins all life. It sustains you when you are starving for grace, when you stumble and fall, and when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now is the time to fall in love and call in the awareness of the great big love that made you, which is ever pulsing through your veins. There is a heightened sense of awareness in the beginning stages of a relationship, when nothing else matters but who is in front of you. You see them, you see yourself in them, and you move in sync with the cadence of your heart. You surrender to the magic you share and engage in a harmonious dance that is seamless in its movements, rising and falling with each moment, each breath. Although this card may portend such an intimate connection, you don't have to wait for a partner to experience it. You're being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. Can you love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect? Do you love your life, what you do, and how you contribute to the world? Today, invite love with a capital L into your inquiry. You will be amazed, and your very question may be changed as a result. Love is the strength you need today. The lens you must look through. The lens you must look through. Sorry, I'm lost my spine. Love is the strength you need today. The lens you must look through to find the truth and your way. Love is the way and the only answer. Oh, back to about there. And I'd keep it still, but I have so much energy in me right now. It's just like, that's the stillness you're getting. It's just pulsing with energy. Okay. Tanya, are you still there? If Tanya's not, I know that Angelic is because I've seen her commenting. And then Vicky, Mama Chow, Liz, Har, Jola, Bubbly. I just want anyone that's there to let me know because there's only 11 people. So 12, 13 if we count on the other one. You're so welcome. Perfect. Okay, Tanya, so your card. So we'll try to blast through this as quickly as we can without like being bad with it. Call to the Muse. Look at that. Oh my God. Every single one. I'm going to be like, look at that. That is beautiful. All right. Number 31. And 31 is in the energy of sound. Okay. Beautiful. And Vicky, you're on the list still too. Okay. This deck is lovely. Key concepts: creative expression, being in the flow of creativity, tuning into inspiration, allowing creativity without being self-conscious, writing and journaling as a means of connection. Very good one. No, not yet, Jess. You're coming. And if I don't get you before the end of this, because I have to leave at 10:30, if I don't get you, I'll pull a card and I'll send it to you through Facebook, okay? So if anyone's connected to me on Facebook, I can always give you a card afterwards if I don't give it to you now, or I'm not sure how TikTok works with the messaging, if I can give you a message through, like a picture message through TikTok. But anyway, I can't put too much on my plate anyway. So back to the message. When you feel the call of the muse, you're being invited to create, to be the artist, choreographing your life, serving on behalf of the great artist, divine source. While the process feels intensely personal, your ego and self-identification are, ironically, the most unnecessary parts of the equation. Oh, nice. I'll have to look into that. While you might think you own the magic of your creativity, can you truly say you're the source of the inspiration? Similar to the spirit of genius from card 29, imagine your creativity stemming from another spirit guide, the muse. Just as the genius needs a partner with your intellect, so does the muse need you to open your heart and let magic flow through your intuition and emotions. Stop seeing yourself as the center of the process and instead see yourself as a partner in a creative dance. Other times you observe from the sidelines. Sometimes you might be inside the music and the feelings and the story and its expression. Other times, love you, have a great night, Nikita. Other times you observe from the sidelines, watching it all flow from an unknown yet deeply intimate source. Today, your muse is calling you to be a channel and allow the creative energy to flow through you. The energy of emotion is waiting to be given a voice, a name, a shape, or a color. Journal. Finish that writing project. Start something new. Paint, sing, dance. And don't worry where any of it lands. It has its own plans for you. Your muse knows where this is all meant to go. For you, the big magic is in the experience of answering the call. What a beautiful, beautiful deck. Just a beautiful message. Beautiful message. Okay, so after Tanya, Angelic. Yeah, I love this deck. Hi, Jenny. We're in a rush. We've got just 20 minutes and we're 1 minute away from 10:10. We could do a burn if we want, or do you want me to just burn through cards so that more people get their cards read? Are we going to do the burn with the bay leaf at 10, or are we at 10:10, or are we going to just go do more cards? I'm preparing in case of either. Look, we got a nice leaf there if we need. Do a burn? Okay. So at 10:10, if you start right now, if you want to start listing out what you want us to write on the leaf, I'll get it prepared and then we'll burn it. Okay. So let me know. What are we asking for? What are we burning? Abundance. I love you, Mel. I love you, Mel. She's on it already. I got abundance on there. I got health, love, harmony. We'll put peace on. Joy, faith, gratitude, light. Good ones. Gratitude. We definitely have to put that on it, especially with our card. Freedom. Ooh, yes. Call in some freedom for sure. I like that. I like that. Okay, we're at 10:10. Let's burn this. Growth, definitely. We'll smash that on there before we burn then. Growth. Love it. Alrighty. Tweezers. 10:10. Let's get this over here. See, it didn't want to be burned off screen. It wants on screen. Beautiful. And so it is. Ta-ta. You need tweezers, Mel. Longer tweezers. So don't burn your fingies. All right. We're all set up for the next time. Okay. Angelic. Did I did too, didn't I? No. Good stuff. Right? Catch myself on fire. All right. Angelic. Woo. I'm stunned by these cards. That's just like, all of them are just stunning. Number 41, a higher view. Aw, thank you, Redbeard. 41. And 41 is in the energy of light, okay? Seeing from a higher perspective, conscious neutrality, letting go of judgment and assumptions, non-attachment, the ability to remain unbiased. Sometimes our lives are suction cupped to the ends of our noses and we can't see beyond ourselves. This happens to everyone once in a while. We fall into an automatic response to life and react from a learned, conditioned place rather than one of awareness. Being in reactivity keeps us repeating old patterns. I help people with that. Get you out of reactivity. Conversely, the avoidance of our triggers could keep us in our comfort zone, policing our attempts at new things. The way to be successful in your endeavor is to connect with others. Is to step out of your sticky perception of the world. Imagine yourself sitting on the back of a bird 1,000 feet above your life. Wouldn't your perspective change? From a higher point of view, you can see for miles. You could let go of naming or blaming the obstacles in your way and instead easily discover a path to more beautiful and compelling vistas. The more can become available to you in all aspects of your life when you are able to set back and get a little distance. You can wait before responding, be more graceful in your interactions, and see how everything is connected and every experience is a gift. The world is wide open for you today. All you have to do is move to higher ground, be mindful, and celebrate the spectacle of life's dance. Beautiful, beautiful message. Okay, after Angelic, Vicky, and then Liz, Har, Jola, Bubbly. We're not going to get the whole list. We're definitely not. We've got 15 minutes. Right? Isn't that beautiful? All right. We're definitely not going to have enough time for everyone. So Vicky. Oh, let it go. That's beautiful. All right. Number 24. Let it go. Forgiveness, healing resentments, shedding the role of the eternal murder, letting go of victimhood, cutting the ties that bind you to a destructive story, releasing pain so that you can move into the lesson it offers, relinquishing the need to be right. There are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointments, and resentments. This is not about condoning bad behavior or minimizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so you don't carry its burden anymore. If you don't forgive, old hurts fester and become distorted, causing you pain over and over again. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you were a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to the situation and preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you are victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind or speak it with friends. Rather than allow this folly to repeat, surrender the situation to your higher power. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as ho'oponopono. I trained in that. The simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So it'd be something like, I'm sorry that I wasn't graceful with myself and allowing myself to navigate through this hurt. Please forgive me for not allowing you to process through this hurt and come out to the other side. If I was talking to myself, thank you for going through this without that apology from myself. I love you. I love myself, right? You could, that ho'oponopono, I was trying to make an example of it and use something for myself, but so it's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it's up to you to clean it up. Forgiveness is the key to a liberated and meaningful life. No matter what method you choose, just do it. Right? It's a beautiful story. And it's not about forgiving and saying that what they did was right. I've had a lot of things happen in my life. And I always say I don't consider myself to be a survivor. I consider myself to be a warrior. The survivor was who I was when I just made it through whatever the experience was. I survived it. I did. But what I did was became a warrior to reclaim my life. And I let go of that story. I don't own that story. The person I am is so much more than those terrible things that happened to me. The person that I am is who I am in spite of all of that. Who I am because of that, but also in spite of all of that, right? All of those bad things that happened to me. I remember at one time my son, back when I was a smoker, I used to be a dirty smoker years ago, and my son would say, that's such a bad habit. And I was like, you're lucky smoking's my only addiction, given the life that I had, right? Because I was still entrenched in holding on to that story, right? And I'm not that person. I'm so much more than that. Okay, Mama Chell, love you. Connect with me if you need help navigating through any of that, for sure. All right, Mama Chell. Whoa, the power of purpose. Number 18. Okay, let's see what the power of purpose is. That's a pretty nice bullseye you got going on there. Number 18. Individuation, seeing your unique place in the world, a clear sense of authentic purpose, healthy self-esteem, letting go of conditioning, celebrating uniqueness, you be you. There comes a time when you realize that you are destined for something that is yours and yours alone. The catalyst might be an experience with a special person, a path you choose, or something you feel called to do. You'll discover it not necessarily what you thought it would be. You'll discover it's not necessarily what you thought it would be and has nothing to do with what everyone else wants or seems to want. An uncanny conviction takes hold from somewhere deep and true. You feel a sense of power arising from a true sense of self, accompanied by a need for action, a commitment to explore something, or a purposeful choice. Right now, you're invited to step into a new, empowered sense of authentic purpose, bolstered by a healthy dose of self-esteem. You're called to release your old conditioning. There's no need to be self-conscious or act a certain way to please others, which can sometimes take you in a direction you don't want to go. The discipline and will to evolve are yours by nature. The process doesn't have to be a struggle. You cannot fail if you immerse yourself fully in what is in front of you now. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You never have to seek your purpose or wonder what it is. Just keep removing the blocks to your essential self, and your purpose will find you. It's that easy. What a wonderful thing to know. Beautiful. You have to leave now? I love you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Okay, after Mama Chow, Liz's card. You're so welcome. So Liz and then Har. We're definitely not getting the whole list. We're definitely not. 10 minutes. And then my teacher will know that I will be late because I will have to go pee first. Liz. I'll try, Yoda. I'll try. You're coming. I'm trying. Body and soul, Liz. Body and soul. Number 5. That's why I'm reading fast and try not to add a lot of extra into it. Good morning, sunshine. Body and soul. Liz. Key concepts. Taking care of yourself, seeing yourself as a complete package, body not separate from soul, centered in your sense of self, comfortable in your body, your authentic identity, physical health. So body and is part of the earth energy. Extreme self-care is called for when you receive this card. Answer truthfully. Are you taking care of yourself? Your first choice may be to take care of others before meeting your own needs. Check in with yourself. Are you experiencing HALT? Hunger, anger, loneliness, tiredness. This card is a signal that it's time to take a break from your current focus and get busy taking care of you because you are worthy of this care. What simple things require your attention so you can function optimally in your world and live your best life, a day at a time? Another message that this card holds is about how you live with authenticity. Can you be at ease within yourself? You doing you with pride and self-worth. Remember, you are a soul that manifests through a body, a spiritual being having a human experience. And that means you are here on purpose, even if there are days when you wonder about that. There is an intentionality to your being here now, just the way you are in this time in our collective story. You being here is important, for you are a precious being with a purpose, even if it seems elusive some days. Just know that life loves you. With that in mind, your job is to do your part to make your experience a healthy one. How do you nourish your body, mind, and soul is directly related to how you experience your life. It's time to put yourself first, then everything else will fall beautifully into place. Beautiful. Okay, Har, are you still there? And Jola, are you still there? And Bubbly, are you still there? You three, and if not, right now, while you guys line up on the deck, I'm going to pull a card for Yoda because Yoda's after that, and I've seen Yoda, so I know that they're there. So Yoda the rescue dog, this is your card. And if Har, Jola, or Bubbly speak up, then I'll get your card. Okay? You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And thank you. Okay, Yoda. Opening to discovery. Whoa, step through the keyhole. Sorry. Step through the keyhole. I don't know, maybe I need some tea. I think I need a little sip of my cold coffee. All right, number 34. And that is in the energy of sound. The small bits of data you collect from the world to form ideas, the transfer of vital information via the universe always speaking to you, the need to integrate information and be discerning about what you expose yourself to. We tune into information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it without our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing. Especially since the advent of the internet, we have become bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Definitely. Love you. Love you. See you soon. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messaging invites us into a cynical, fear-based worldview. That's why I say turn off the news and media and do a cleanse of your social media. If anybody is antagonizing you or causing you distress in the stuff that they're posting, get rid of them off of your social media. You don't have to follow anybody. It's your social media. Make it happy, healthy, and light. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messages invites us into a cynical, fear-based world. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us towards growth and expansion. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must discern on a daily basis. Have an awesome day. The universe is always engaging us. We are a part of it, after all, through synchronicity, omens, and other signs that point toward our best path. Our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away, so being curious and non-resistant is key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out your superfluous noise. Maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or the news. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arises in your life. Expect a message from the universe and you shall have it. Beautiful message for you, Yoda. Okay, is Helen or Heather still here, or Jasmine or JP? Those are the next names. I know Jess is on the list, but Jess, I'm going to give her card afterwards, okay, because I can connect with Jess through social media. So, I threw them, and that's how my crown landed. Woo! Good thing the glasses caught it. Okay, so who's all left on here? Is there Helen? Is there Heather? Is there Jasmeet? Is there JP? And if not, then I'm going to pull Redbeard his card. Actually, I'm going to pull Redbeard's card right now because I see Redbeard. So Redbeard, if I stop throwing them, would be a lot faster. I don't need to shuffle them anymore. It's clear. Whoa, Redbeard, this is beautiful. Waking the Lion. Look at that card. Oh my goodness. Waking the Lion. Okay, Redbeard, this is for you, dear. Number 19. In the energy of fire. Very fire card. Okay. Boldness, the courage to move forward even without knowing the way, facing that which is difficult or painful, the audacity to step into the unknown. I hope you're hearing this, Redbeard. Regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take the risk. Come to the edge of certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or even success and your own power. The act of making this leap, no matter the final outcome, awakens the lion within. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take this away from you. What type of courage is called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. You know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions. Do nothing and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. Beautiful. And that's how we all would be. All right. So nobody spoke up from Heather or Helen or Jasmeet or JP or Har or Jola or Bubbly. None of them spoke up. So I'm going to pull your card, Melinda. Ta-da. Giving it a good shuffle here. All right. Ha 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 ha. A tall tale. Look at Pinocchio. He's Pinocchio. A tall tale. He's Pinocchio. I don't know. It sounds like a good Pinocchio. Number 35. It's cute. So number 35 is part of sound. Denial, concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind, not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words, learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. Okay, so I'm going to close that. I'm supposed to be off now, Blanco, but you wanted to know, you were asking about if the bank is going to loan you the money. Is the bank going to loan Blanco money? Is the bank going to lend Blanco Alvarez money? Is saying no, Blanco. Like pretty strong no too. Okay? Back to your message, love. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on an illusory sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. The 7 energies. Today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to get to where you need to go. To be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. Very good message. I know we can connect later, Melinda, and see how that resonates with you, but I've got to jump off because now I'm 2 minutes over and I still have to run to the bathroom. I love you guys. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you for the gifts and the interaction. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great day. I'll post more about that event too coming up. Bye, guys. Love you. If the thing will let me push the button to leave. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you. Ciao. I'll send you your card, Jess. I'll send you your card.